Do you think there's anything for you? I know for me, like, I play for Coach K.
Yeah.
I played for a great high school coach. I played for Boo Williams in AAU. We talked about our coaching and how important that was to us last time. Do you think for you there was anything transferable from what you learned in high school to what you had to do in the NBA, especially early on?
From a coach's perspective,
no,
or just from
on
a
the
player?
court. On the court, being a player on the court.
No.
Totally different game?
It was a totally different game, but the nuance and the fundamentals and, you know, the things that was being taught to me as an 18-year-old, I kind of had already knew a lot of that shit. I mean, it's weird to kind of say, because you feel like when you get to the NBA, you're going to learn so much more, which I eventually did, you know, and I think that just came with, like we always talk about, you know, experience. The best teacher in life is experience, you know, but when I got to the NBA, the biggest adjustment I had was literally just going from like, oh shit, I don't have to go to class every day. You know, I'm going from 27 game season to now 82. So like, oh shit, like after 27 games in the NBA, you know, around about 32 games, I'm exhausted. You know, so now like, what can I do to get the energy back going? But as far as when I stepped out on the floor, there wasn't too much of an adjustment. I felt like I was physical enough. I felt like I had the size, I had the speed, obviously, I had the athleticism, obviously. You know, you have some of the vet tricks and things of that nature, how to get away with certain things that I had to kind of learn and whatever the case may be. But, and then I was thrown around with many positions my rookie year too. Like at one point I was a 2 guard. At one point, you know, my first game in Sacramento, I was coming off floppies.
Oh, we'll get to that in a bit.
Yeah, you know.
We'll get to that in a bit.
Yeah, and then next you know, we make a change or whatever. Now I'm the point guard. It's like, you know, which is one natural position for me, but also not a natural position. Like I love to pass the ball. I love to bring the ball up, but I've never really started at the point guard position. So it's still very different. But, I was able to just kind of seamlessly kind of just move right on in.
Figure it out on the fly a little bit.
Yeah, figure it out on the fly.
With the tournament going on right now, have you, I rewatched episode 1 and you talking about, not going up to Ohio State for parties or down to Ohio State for parties. I was like, all right, I wonder if he ever thought to himself this time of year, man, I wonder what it's like to play in March Madness.
Absolutely.
You have.
Yeah. 21 years later.
You're still thinking about it every year.
Yeah. This is the only time though.
I was thinking about all the stuff you've experienced in basketball, but you haven't experienced that.
This is the only time. March Madness right now is the only time I think about playing college basketball for 21 straight years. I don't watch much college basketball. This year I watched a ton of it, obviously, because Bronny's in college, you know, so I was there watching the game, but it's just, it doesn't translate for me. It frustrates me. My high blood pressure picks up. I'm a black man and high blood pressure is just not good for us. So I try to stay away from it, but I love basketball. So I find myself watching it anyways. But, I literally, before we came in here, like you said, Duquesne won their game. Big shout out to the Dukes, Coach D, my best friend, Drew Joyce. Right after the game, I was watching Illinois versus, Morehead State scouting because that's who they play next.
Mm. And you're going to give them notes?
Already did. I already sent notes already. I got to watch like a quarter, 3/4 of the game before we started. And I've already sent notes. I'm a junkie, man.
Yeah. I'm well aware of that. Well aware. Hey guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching Mind the Game podcast. If you like it, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you.